When the Anthony S. You Are Alone, going to do this a little quick at the end of the night here. Want to talk about two ways to become the largest tower in town or the largest building, largest size skyscraper. It comes back to that saying. Now, for the two ways, you can either build yourself up or tear others down. And I want to just get right into it with this. I've seen both. I've seen leaders that do both these things. I've learned from both. They're both great individuals, more than just one on each side. But what I will say is, if you're trying to successfully do something fast, you might have to tear down some buildings because you're going to have to build up while you're destroying at the same time. And there's definitely negatives to that. If you're willing to play the long game and go for the marathon, I strongly suggest you work on just building yourself up and the others around you. And in turn, they'll help you build yours, and you'll be able to move just as quickly over time. And in fact, there's a peak to destroying others to grow, while growing and helping others grow themselves, there isn't really much of a peak. In fact, it's exponential growth. You'll keep growing faster and faster. The reason why I want to bring this up is because I've seen it a couple times succeed and fail. I've definitely had opportunities to work with certain individuals and decided not to based on how they talk about their competitors. And it's just so apparent that they don't care to build others up. They just want to bring others down and try to say that we're the best. And it just doesn't work out like that. That's just not It's not business. You're not networking. You're not going to get any real business done. People will notice. There will be negative repercussions in terms of your industry, in terms of your network, in terms of the customer, the guests, the clients that know you and say, that was kind of rough how they did this. I really don't want to work with them. I'd rather work with this other individual that's trying to help the community or other people grow with them. So as you decide your leadership angles, and I understand the people out there that followed Steve Jobs in his path of leadership, he was rather a rude individual, rather ruthless, at least in the younger years. It can be done that way, but at the same time, that's not what he's known for. Yes, he was a visionary. Yes, he was able to talk a crowd into buying what he knew they needed. Yes, he was able to lead the company, but at the same time, it's the same company that pushed him out and only brought him back in because of desperation. I can guarantee if they thought there was another way, they would not have brought Steve Jobs back to Apple. And that's just a good example on that end. Once again, I think I just mentioned it, but Jim Collins, Good to Great, talks about certain leaders on the other side of things in terms of Walgreens would have been a good example back in the 80s and 90s. In terms of someone able to join a corporation or a organization, put all their effort into it, create a vision, and have everyone agree to the same vision and grow together as a unit. It definitely shows at the end of the day which one of these is followed, because the culture, the morale, the happiness, the turnover even in an organization will show the numbers in terms of what's going on that end. I very much hope that you can see my side of this angle and decide to go for the building. But I do understand if you want to move quick, you're going to have to destroy. That's kind of just a little summary up right there. Good luck to you on that. If you want to talk about that, if you don't know who you are in that space, and you want me to help you out, have a better understanding of each one, a little more detailed, let's have a chat. Once again, reach out to me on here. The easiest way is probably theanthonys.com with THEE, anthonys.com. There's a form at the bottom you can write out your notes to me. I will get that to my email, and we will have a chat. This is the Anthony S. You Are Alone. I'll talk to you all soon.